If you turn on TV or you Google some of my famous clients, all you're going to see is the good stuff, right? You're going to see the big successes they have. But nobody talks about the shady underbelly of following your dreams. They don't talk about what sets apart the people who kind of want to make it and the people who actually do. And I call it the bounce back. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hey, if you're just joining me, I'm Karlee Fain, celebrity health coach and author, and this is the third video in our three-part series to help you step into a life that you really love. So in the first video, we talked about just that, the initial steps to following your dreams, your passion. In the second video, we talked about how to actually have time to follow your passion, how to never have to hustle again, and actually receive more when you do less. And today, we're talking about the bounce back. This is a principle that everybody who doesn't just get by, but who really thrives, learns. So back to that shady side of following your dreams. This is a really important topic to me because I feel like we don't talk about it enough. All we see are people's successes. And what we don't realize is that everybody has roadblocks come up. They have things that happen that set them back, that make them feel like, ooh, doubt's creeping in. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I shouldn't be following my dreams. Maybe this is a sign from the universe that I'm not on the right path, right? Have you ever heard yourself say any of those things? When that happens, it's really your opportunity to leverage your strengths, to cultivate resiliency, the ability to bounce back, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So we all have what's referred to as your free space. Think of it like a bingo card. If you're playing bingo, you know how in the center of the card you always get a free space? I don't know about you, I don't care how old I get, I'm always excited to put a chip there. Even though everybody gets the free space, I get mine too. I love having my chip on there before they even spin the bingo wheel. And that's what you get. You were born with some innate talent, some gift that you might not even be aware of because it comes so naturally to you. That's your free space. It's your pogo stick. It's your trampoline. It's the thing that you can bounce on back into the world when things get tough. So let's figure out exactly what your free space is right now. It could be any number of strengths. So maybe your strength is humor. Maybe you're the kind of person who can just kind of light up a room. A dear friend of mine, Dr. Maria Serwa, she leans on her humor when times get tough. Maybe your strength is always being able to see the positive in any given situation. Maybe your strength is your ability to be a really good listener. And you can kind of listen to new ideas and then move through challenges like that. So on the screen, you'll see a few more potential strengths come up. And I want you to grab a pencil. And as the strengths are scrolling down the screen, I want you to jot down 1, 2, maybe 3 that speak to you. Feel free to pause the video if it's going too fast. I want you to just write down the couple of strengths that you know are innately yours. They come to you easily. This isn't about learning new things. This isn't about trying new strengths. When challenges are coming up, that's not the time to learn new things. Okay? This is the time to lean on what you already got working for you. Great. So now you've got your list of strengths. How are you going to use them? Here's what you're going to do. I want you to write down one thing in your life that's challenging. It could be your career. Maybe there's something going on at work that's throwing you for a curveball. It could be your weight or something related to your health. Or maybe you've got a challenge with a relationship. Maybe there's somebody in your life that you're not seeing eye to eye with. Cool. So you've got your list of strengths and you've got your challenge. And I'm going to show you exactly how to apply your strength to your challenge to bounce through it. Here's a personal example. Years ago, I worked in physical therapy, and I wanted to be able to help my clients stretch and prevent some injuries and some illnesses. So I went to school to become a yoga teacher. And I'm in this class of, 60 yoga teachers. The world is already saturated with yoga teachers. I'm living in an area full of yoga teachers. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the world am I going to earn a living? There's like 1 billion yoga teachers. People could go to anybody already. Why would they come to my class? And I knew that one of my strengths was my individuality. I'm kind of quirky. I'm weird. I've got a funny fashion sense. Funny things crack me up. I've got my own style going on. And I thought, okay, I'm just really going to be in yoga class. I'm really going to be me. I'm really going to laugh at the things that make me funny. I'm going to talk about the stuff that I really like, which is anatomy and all that kind of stuff, right? And that's what I did. And over time, people came back again and again to my classes because I leaned to my individuality. They could go to any yoga teacher, but there was only one me. Right? So that's my example. So pick your strength that you can lean into with this one challenge. And I just want you to pick one strength. Don't worry about them all, just pick one. So if your challenge that's coming up for you is that you've got this coworker at work who's always driving you crazy, and if your strength is listening, maybe you're going to listen to them. Maybe you're just really going to let them say everything they have to say and just listen. You're not going to comment, you're just going to hear them out. And that might shift things. Or if your strength was humor, maybe you're going to crack jokes with them. Maybe you're going to lighten the mood a little bit and not take things so seriously. And you're going to watch how when you lean into your strength, it puts you back into the driver's seat in your life. It puts you back into the place of power. You're no longer a victim of what's going on. You're able to take the next step through it. So you're able to see what the next step are, and that is the secret to long-term success. That is the thing that my clients have all learned to do. They've learned to see a challenge. They're not, wearing rose-colored glasses. They see what's in front of them, but they know what their strengths are, what they can lean into to work through it. I've got a client who just produced what I know is going to be a Grammy Award-winning album, and they finished it about a year ago, but their label didn't want to put it out. And so the whole thing got caught up in this long litigation in court. It was a hot mess. And they could have just curled up and freaked out about it and cried about it and just kind of felt like, oh, who am I, to get this album out? What am I going to do about it? But their passion is just making music. That's all they want to do is make music. So he went back into the studio and started recording little mini albums that he could release on his own for his fans. He didn't want to leave them hanging. And it turned into a tour that brought him so much attention because everybody loved the underdog story of this big artist who was being screwed over by the label. So he leaned into his strength, which was just making music. So just to recap, the bounce back is about resiliency. It's about recognizing what your free space is, your strength that you've chosen today, and then applying that to your challenge to have a breakthrough. I've really enjoyed doing these 3 videos with you, giving you guys some of the insider principles that A-list folks use to get the life that they love. But it's a lot, right? It can be really overwhelming to feel like you've got all these ideas. There's probably lots of opinions out there for you on how to get from where you are to where you want to be. It'd be really nice just to have a step-by-step guide, right? To have kind of somebody hold your hand through the whole process. That's what I love to do. So I'm inviting you now to sign up for my completely free webinar. I'm going to take you through the 8 pillars that my celebrity clients love and use. These are the simple things that you can integrate into your life that are going to help get you from kind of just getting by to living an extraordinary existence that's beyond your wildest dreams. So if you're interested in that, hit the sign up button below. And if this video spoke to you, hit the like button and then write a comment. I want to hear what your strength is and how you're going to apply it to a challenge in your life. I'm going to personally read every single comment and respond to them all.